Managing all the different relationships a business has, customers, suppliers, service providers, maybe even internal teams sometimes, especially within a really complex system like SAP S/4HANA, well, it can feel incredibly challenging, can't it? It's almost like trying to keep a clear picture of who's who, when the information feels like it's scattered everywhere. So today we're doing a deep dive into a really fundamental concept in S/4HANA that tackles this exact problem. We're talking about the business partner. Our mission here is to really pull out the key insights from what a business partner actually is and how it represents a major shift from older ways of handling these entities and how related ideas like roles and grouping add even more power. Let's try and unpack this. So, okay, jumping right in. According to the source, what's the absolute core idea behind this business partner concept?
Right. Well, the source material defines the business partner, or BP, as essentially a centralized master record. It's for any entity you interact with, really. The idea is to have one single comprehensive profile for everyone you do business with that could be external, like your customers and suppliers, or sometimes even relevant internal groups, too. And what's highlighted as really significant, a big change, is how it consolidates data. Your source points out, in older SAP systems, you might have had completely separate records for the same company. Maybe they were a customer and a vendor.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Two different entries for the same actual company.
Exactly. But the business partner model, it unifies this. You get one master record for that entity. It acts as a central hub, no matter the different ways you might engage with them. It's really about establishing that single source of truth.
Right, that single source of truth idea, that sounds powerful. So it's not just about being tidy, it actually fundamentally changes the data structure. And your source material really emphasizes this as, well, absolutely crucial. What are the big whys driving this shift?
Yeah, it's definitely far more than just organization. The source really stresses that this unified business partner record is fundamental. It directly impacts core efficiency across different processes. Think about it. It holds essential info like name, address, bank details, data that's needed consistently across, say, sales, purchasing, finance, other modules too.
Okay, yeah, shared data points.
Exactly. And by having this data in just one place, the source notes it dramatically improves data consistency. An update happens once and it, propagates across the system. Your source suggests this isn't a minor thing. It leads to pretty significant reductions in data errors, fewer delays compared to managing all those separate records. It really serves as the bedrock for integrated business processes and, this is critical, a much cleaner foundation for better analytics and, well, smarter decision making.
Mm-hmm. That consistency level seems absolutely vital for smooth operations and also for actually getting real insights from your data. Now, you mentioned entities can interact in different ways, like being a customer and a supplier. If there's only one business partner record, how does the system manage these different hats, so to speak, that they wear?
That's a great question. And this is precisely where the concept of roles fits into the business partner framework. Your source explains that roles define the specific functions or capacities a business partner serves in relation to your company.
Okay, so roles define the function.
Yes. So one BP record could have a customer role assigned if they buy from you. It could also have a supplier role if you buy from them, or maybe even other roles like ship to party or service provider. And the source points out that assigning these roles is key because it lets you capture role-specific details, things that wouldn't make sense for other roles, And it also dictates which specific business processes that BP can actually participate in.
Ah, so the role controls what data fields are relevant and what transactions are possible.
Exactly. And these roles can be added or removed dynamically as your relationship evolves. It makes the system flexible while still keeping that central unified record.
Got it. So the BP is the central who, and roles add the how you interact, enabling specific details and processes for that interaction. This source also mentions grouping. With potentially thousands of these BPs, how does grouping help manage them all?
Right, yeah. With potentially a large number of business partners, organization is definitely key. Your source highlights business partner grouping as basically a methodical way to classify and manage BPs, usually based on some shared characteristics.
Like what sort of characteristic?
Well, you could group BPs by, say, geographic region or maybe industry type, internal versus external, really any criteria that makes sense for your business. And the source notes that grouping does some important things. It allows for essential structural elements, like maybe assigning unique number ranges to different groups, or applying uniform data rules for consistency within that group. It provides a logical structure that helps with efficiency and integrates nicely with different SAP modules. It's basically creating categories to make huge volumes of BP data manageable and consistent.
Okay, so let me see if I've got the picture. The business partner is the foundational single record for any entity. That's the core.
Yep, that's core.
Then roles define the specific ways you interact with that entity, enabling the right details and processes for each interaction type.
Correct.
And finally, grouping provides that organizational layer, sort of like folders, to categorize sets of business partners for better management, number ranges, and consistency rules.
You've got it. It's building this rich, structured view right on top of that single central record.
It's the systems way, like your source describes, of creating a comprehensive but still organized framework for all your business relationships.
Precisely, a unified framework.
All right, let's start wrapping up this deep dive then. Thinking about everything we've discussed from your source material, what's the most critical takeaway regarding this business partner concept?
I'd say the absolute core takeaway, which is really reinforced throughout your source, is that the business partner establishes that single unified master record for every single entity you do business with. That consolidation, especially merging those old separate customer and vendor records, that's the fundamental paradigm shift in S/4HANA.
Okay, the unified record is key. And let's bring it back to the listener. Why should you care? What's the real... so what that makes its unified approach with roles and grouping so vital if you're working with S/4HANA?
Well, as your source material makes very clear, this single source of truth isn't just some abstract data model change. It's really a prerequisite for modern, efficient business processes. It drives data consistency across the whole system: sales, purchasing, finance, everything. That means fewer errors, less manual effort.
Better data quality, basically.
Absolutely. And it provides that robust, reliable data foundation you absolutely need for effective analytics and making informed decisions, often in real time. It just streamlines operations by giving you one place to look for integrated information about any partner.
That definitely paints a picture of a system built for consistency and clarity. Okay, now for a final thought, something for you, our listeners, to mull over, building on this idea. The business partner model, as we've heard, unifies different facets of a relationship: supplier, customer, maybe others, into one single record. It creates this comprehensive view. So think about areas in your own work, or maybe even your personal life, where information about the same entity or the same concept is currently scattered. Maybe it's across different spreadsheets, different systems, various notebooks. We all have those areas, right? What potential benefits, what new insights might you unlock if you applied this kind of single source of truth thinking? If you consciously tried to consolidate that dispersed information into one central hub, what could you suddenly see or understand differently? Something to think about.